film that put Santa Rosa on the map, Shadow of a Doubt, was filmed in 1942 by Alfred Hitchcock. He came to Santa Rosa because he thought it was the perfect small town in California, with ordinary people living ordinary lives, and into their life would come Uncle Charlie, the evil presence. Shadow of a Doubt was one of Alfred Hitchcock's favorite movies. Filmed in 1942 in Santa Rosa, California, it had a population of only 13,000 people. Now it has a population of over 150,000 people. It is the county seat for the county of Sonoma and a thriving metropolis.
Already established that Joseph Cotton is some kind of bad guy. Then to go to an establishing shot of Santa Rosa, it kind of puts it in a context where this is about some real snake who's about to slither into paradise.
Who's coming, Ma?
Well, it's the most wonderful surprise. It's my brother, you know, my younger brother, the baby.
It's the story of a much adored relative that they don't realize is a serial murderer. That's it.
To see the film Shadow of a Doubt, filmed in 1942 in Santa Rosa, is to see some of the buildings that don't exist anymore. It's a great film. Filmed during the War Department had put a ceiling of $5,000 on set construction. Therefore, Alfred Hitchcock had to find a town to be his location for the movie, Shadow of a Doubt. He found Santa Rosa to be the perfect small town. It had everything that he wanted. It was quaint, it had ordinary citizens, it had a cute atmosphere, and it was a perfect town to film in. Santa Rosa had an earthquake in 1969. A lot of the buildings were condemned and torn down. The courthouse was torn down, the bank was torn down, the church was torn down. Unfortunately, the only locations that remain are the train station and the house, which are in perfect condition, as we will show you later in this program. This is the beautiful Methodist Episcopal Church, built in 1894 on the corner of 5th and Orchard Street. Now it has been turned into a Pedersen's department store. Unfortunately, it does not quite look the same. Okay, we're standing in front of Pedersen's furniture store. This is where the church used to be in the movie of Shadow of a Doubt for the funeral scene. Unfortunately, this church does not exist anymore. As you can see, it is now a furniture store. It was a beautiful church. It was built in 1850. It survived the earthquake in 1906. They used to bring the bodies here and they used it as a morgue. Alfred Hitchcock thought this was a perfect quaint church to use for the funeral scene because it depicted Americana in the 1940s. This is a picture of the parking structure. This is not where the church stood. This is a picture of the church. Following the 1906 earthquake, the church steeples standing amid the rubble gave strength to the survivors. I'm standing in front of the train station that Alfred Hitchcock filmed Shadow of a Doubt. He filmed the arrival of Uncle Charlie and also the departure of Uncle Charlie. This is where Uncle Charlie died.
Here you see a clip of contemporary Santa Rosa 2010 railroad station. That's where a major part of the movie took place. Here we go back to 1942 with young Charlie looking west. And the right you'll see the locomotive coming in, excellent. Then here is west again, 2010. That's how it looks today, practically abandoned. Tracks are still there, a little overgrown. And we're still waiting for the trains to arrive. Back to the movie again, still a picture from the Santa Rosa railroad station. Uncle Charlie must have just arrived here in front of Hotel La Rose. In the back here would be the freeway. Here is Santa Rosa again, railroad station, exactly same location. Here, 42, 68 years ago, exactly same spot. It's a great transaction, I have to admit. Now here, railroad station again, waiting for the trains to arrive, not coming yet. And we go back to the original right here. Here comes the train. And there comes evil Uncle Charlie under a lot of black smoke. Here we go. Here is again the contemporary Santa Rosa today. And Uncle Charlie. Grabbing for the cell phone. The cigar. this particular shot is one of the last shots in the movie when the train picks up Uncle Charlie when he leaves Santa Rosa. So to this day, it pretty much looks the same as it looked 68 years ago. Tracks are unused and waiting for the next train to come. Thank you. Here's Santa Rosa train station, looking north, beautiful blue sky, waiting for the train. We'll just arrive, and there he is. Goodbye, Uncle Charlie. I'll see you soon. Here I come again. This is another shot right from the unchanged railroad station here. It looks pretty, beautiful. It's became a museum now in 2010. And it probably remains so for another 10 to 15 years. Back to Santa Rosa train station today, contemporary Santa Rosa, nice beautiful fall day 2009. Here a couple of still pictures and cuts from the movie. Enjoy. Here is a shot of contemporary Santa Rosa in front of a Hotel La Rose behind the railroad station parking lot. And we should go back to the olden days in a second before there's a freeway. Here we go, same shot, and we go right in behind the railroad station, and here they come out of the car. And there would be the freeway right to the left there, but he's not there yet, 1942. And here's the railroad station again today.
Hi, we're inside the train station at Santa Rosa, California. It has now been turned into a visitor center. Today we're interviewing Ruth, who works here, and she has a very interesting anecdote to tell us. So I'll let it turn over to Ruth.
Oh, thank you. Well, when I was in junior college back in 1964, I had the privilege of having a very kind, witty school counselor and teacher whose name was Gene Canaveri, and he told us that he was the baggage boy that you see as the train is arriving in Santa Rosa with Uncle Charlie on his evil mission.
Here comes the train and the smoke, and Uncle Charlie is in it, and we're waiting for hopefully a close-up of the baggage boy. We were just talking about, I see him already over there on the left. Comes the train. We're waiting for Uncle Charlie to come out. There's the baggage boy right there. Here comes Uncle Charlie out of that train. He's a little hurting. There comes young Charlie. And Uncle Charlie. And train's leaving. And Uncle Charlie and young Charlie meet each other. Probably for the first time. Right, backdrop Santa Rosa. Parking lot behind the railroad station. Look at the car. Take a look at the cars. 1942. And the baggage boy. One more time. Gene Canaveri. Contemporary Santa Rosa 2010. Behind the railroad station parking lot. Left Hotel La Rose. And on the right hand side, and the right hand screen side, you see Robyn and Kasper, the producer.